Yes, I think that's it. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Post-Apocalyptic News Radio, your only source for the latest goings-on in the little corner of the post-apocalyptic wasteland we call home. We are live on the 10th of February, 2021, for our weekly meeting for Dungeons & Dragons, our continuing story of our forsaken souls. I'm live here with Ash, Bean, Chef, and Pilot. Say hello, everybody.
Heyo.
Hello.
Last we left off, I'm going to peer into the mind of a character that we met and see what they can remember. It was a week ago today that these four foolish heroes found themselves meandering about my domain. They were in Bella's memory to begin with. They'd met with an old friend of hers, one Saladin, I believe it was. Saladin demanded the assistance of Bella in dispatching a number of undead in a town. Her hometown. Bella refused to do any damage to any of the populace. This enraged Saladin, but he ultimately let her go. She found her way to the blacksmith, where she met with a familiar and friendly face. One Mr. Forge. A bear of a man, an Ursa, truly. He was quite skilled with his hammer, both in combat and in smithing, and took up his melee hammer when he saw Saladin slaying one of the zombies. Unfortunately, Saladin, being a powerful knight for his god, slew Forge in a single blow. It was shortly thereafter that Saladin disappeared, and all of the walking dead in the town, the illusion of undeath faded away, and truly the living bodies, well, not living anymore, were laying there, dead on the street. Not for long, however. No, I wouldn't let them lay there long. They slowly came back together to form into a sort of mass, but they wouldn't stay to see it, no. They were too fearful, and they retreated all the way up to the crypt on the hill. They had anticipated to find a necromancer below. Bella even told them, "Everything you'll find in there is dead." Oh, how fitting those words were as they walked down those stairs. A familiar sight, one they'd all seen before. They woke up here in my domain. They were surrounded by bodies when they woke up. They were laying, although now, as they enter, they rose, standing, arms at their sides, heads down. And as these bodies were inspected, one by one, they realized they looked at themselves. Oh, but Bella, they're all dead, right? The trapdoor that was locked before is now open, and so our heroes descended, and they found my acquaintance below, a demon of sorts. He summoned me, telling them they'd finally arrived, and I came in, inspected them, and yes, indeed, they will do just fine. And I sent them on their merry way, but not before giving one irritating member of their band a sort of lesson, showing them truly where they are and what's going on. And I do believe my associate furthered that point. A sort of curse was placed on them. A little funny, I think, although it does hamper my efforts. At any rate, I sent them on their way, and now this is where we'll begin. As the Dungeon Master pulls up his notes so that he can give appropriate descriptions. Notes that he should have already had up if he were a good DM.
You're better than most.
Most
people would have just made that stuff up on the spot.
Psh. As your eyes adjust to the light and you collect your senses, you find a very different world from what you've been suffering. Gone is the sanguine forest, the grey starless skies, and the mounds of snow. Here it is warm. Here it is comfortable. The sun shines in a blue sky with a few clouds. The smell of the ocean fills the air. You can hear the harbor, and people, and horses. You can see clearly now. You stand on a stone platform with arcane markings etched in a circle. It stands center of a plaza raised up 5 feet, with stairs leading down in all directions. At the base, cobbled stones make the street, and you see it bustling with creatures of all kinds. Humans, elves, gnomes, dwarves, fairies, halflings, Loxodon. You'd be hard pressed not to find a particular race of folk as you scan the surroundings. Buildings line the street, businesses by their signs. From a glance, you can see an inn, a tavern. That looks like a pawnbroker over there, and a tailor there. There are a few stands about the plaza peddling fish, produce, baked goods, and one peculiar one that holds only a paw print on its sign. All of this, though the image of that place, the sanguine forest, the snow, lingers within your mind vividly. What are you doing?
Just take in the surroundings, and after a few minutes, look at Alastor and say, "You were talking to that fellow down there in a different language. What were you saying to it?"
Basically, was ensuring that he understood my disdain. I was speaking to him in his language, so.
And what language was that?
Well,
Pretty foul language. I don't think I've ever heard something like that before.
Well, the flesh demon, it spoke abyssal, and then the devil spoke infernal.
So, how did you come to know these languages?
Years of study.
Why does one study a dark language like that?
I've been studying demons my entire life.
Did he give you any indication as to what he plans for us to do up here?
No more than he gave to you.
What did you say to it before it walked into the door? Why did it laugh when you left? Did you tell it a funny joke or something?
I told him to tell my father hello.
Oh, is your father dead?
I don't think technically he was ever alive.
What does that mean?
What?
It's a long story. I think we should figure out where we are and where we're going before I get into that tale.
I don't mean to be a bother. But maybe we should get off the giant pedestal in the middle of town so that people don't start taking notice of us.
Yeah, I guess that would be a good idea. Really, Ruffin?
Is there an alleyway that is close?
Between some of the businesses, you can see a couple of alleys.
Okay. I'm going to head to the nearest alleyway. Let's get off the street and talk more. I don't think people will be inclined to really help out 4 people who just teleported into the middle of town and started talking about demons.
Very true.
Is there any indication around us that would incline, like, that would tell us what time of year it is? Like, maybe there's a sign in the doorway of one of these one of these well acquaintance buildings that, like, say, celebrate the year so and so for, you know, maybe it's celebrating dragon. You know how the Chinese culture does that. Is there something similar in your world that they would be portraying that?
Taking a look around, it's difficult to tell the season. I mean, it feels warm. Looking at some shop fronts, some doors, you see a lot of flowers, a lot of greenery. So you know, at the very least, it's not fall, it's not winter. By the feel of it, maybe late spring, early summer.
Am I able to tell, based off of our surroundings, is any of this familiar?
You never would have been here, but you may have read about this place. Give me a religion check. I will also accept a nature check. I will allow you to choose which you roll.
Okay, let me... My character sheet just shut down. Hold on.
You're not allowed to have your character sheet anymore.
Technical difficulties are the bane of all existence.
Da 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 da.
You said nature or what? What was the other
Or
one?
religion.
Okay. Hey,
Oh,
so I have a
boy.
-1 in that category anyway,
Ah.
but I have a +1 on religion. So it's a 1.
You look around, you see the folks that are around you, and you look at the shops. It's difficult to say exactly where you are, but you've got an idea. You think. Now, you're not sure, but you think that you're probably back in the material world.
I'm not going to share this information, though.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay, stepping into the alleyway. Ketu will just look around and be like, do any of us remember the last time we were quote unquote alive? How did I don't remember dying once. I mean, I know that our friend down there apparently our owner or whatnot. He messed with our memories, I suppose. Can anyone remember how we died?
Not a clue. Bella is going to be on lookout for town guard or for anybody who's like watching them off the streets.
You can very easily see some guards roaming around. They're pretty well armored, in gold kind of scale, or well, it looks gold, probably brass, with like some green cloth draped down. They've got winged spears. They look very impressive. And they're just kind of meandering around the plaza. They don't seem to have noticed you. In fact, on the plaza, everybody seems to be going about their business. I will ask for a perception check, though.
Okie dokie. Let me pull up the roller.
Is there anybody nearby the alleyway?
I am also going to perception.
From the plaza, there's nobody immediately next to you guys. Everybody's just kind of going about their day-to-day business. To get a better idea of how close some people are, give me a perception.
Perception +1, 19.
All right, that's a 19 from Bella. Alastor, what do you have?
That would be an 18 altogether.
18. And Ketud?
I got a 7.
7. Ketud, everything's fine. Nobody can even hear you guys. Bella, Alastor, from the plaza, everybody's going about their day-to-day. Nobody's taking notice of you guys. Like, you get the feeling some people watched you pop in on the altar, but didn't really give it a second thought. But further in the alley, you didn't notice when you walked in, but there's some movement.
What is this movement?
It's hard to say. You could get closer and investigate, however.
Stealth, then investigate.
Roll stealth.
Give me a second. $11 plus, let me look at my stealth, 5, 16.
All right. So you creep down the alley to get a better look at what you saw. It's hard to say exactly where it was. You saw it moving, but you do have a keen eye, and you look where that motion was. There doesn't look like there's anything there at first, but down close to the ground, you can see a number of... They almost look like bipedal mice. But they're not mice. They're humanoid in shape. They have tails. They're this pale skin, a light layer of fur. They're very nicely clothed, and they have these long red caps with little balls at the end. Give me a nature check to see if you know what these are.
Okay, give me a second.
And there are 4 of them, by the way.
That's a nat 1.
So you've heard legends of a man who wears a long red cap with a white ball at the end. He's rather large, but he does employ the help of many small elves. They're expert craftsmen, and they travel the world in a single night, once a year. Surely, only these small master craftsmen would wear such a hat. Surely these are the elves of legend.
Santa Claus.
What is the name of this legend?
The legend of Father Winter.
There we go.
I couldn't think of anything better.
Bella is going to go wide-eyed, gasp, and is going to...
I think Bella's stealth. I don't think Bella's near us.
Oh, that's right.
I crept up on them.
As far as we know, we don't know where Bella is anymore.
I don't know whether I should or not.
It looks like they're gathering things. Like they have a spool of thread with them. They have a handful of like little sewing needles that they're carrying, like a bundle of sticks almost. They're picking up like lost bits of cloth and thread.
Bella is going to get as close as she physically can to one and then go, "What you doing?"
As you get close and you speak, all 4 of them jump. They drop their bundle of sewing needles. They turn and they scatter.
Would we see this commotion or no?
They're really small.
Yeah. Okay.
Like 5 inches tall, max.
Oh wow. Okay.
Bella's going to try to grab one before it can run away.
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh, thank you, Seamuson.
Because like that's what it would be to catch one of these things. It's not going to be strength. They are not strong.
Oh, please, come on. That's a 10 plus my dex, which is 3, so 13. Not my best roll.
As you reach out, in your excitement, you go to kind of grab one of them, but these creatures, they're so adept at moving and avoiding things that they slip through your fingers as you go to grab.
Damnable.
They start running down the hallway, and I think at this point, as Alastor, Nephelia, and Ketud, where did Bella go? You kind of look down the alleyway and kind of see her bent down over, grabbing at something, and then you see these 4 tiny things running towards you.
Bella, what are you doing down there?
Neffy is gonna try and put her hands down to like scoop them up.
It looks like they're actively avoiding you. You can try to grab one, however.
I'm gonna gently try and scoop one.
No,
If I
don't try to
can.
grab it. What are you doing?
Uh,
Leave them be.
Nope, too late.
Dexterity.
With disadvantage.
Go for it.
Oh my lord.
Why do you have? Oh wait. Oh, you have disadvantage because of your. Oh no.
Curse,
Oh, yes.
curse. 2x. I got you it separately.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Yeah, due to shenanigans that occurred.
Don't antagonize demons. What can I say?
It doesn't. She got a 1.
There's no reason.
What'd you get?
She got a 1.
Oh,
The
as you
dice roller is not with us today.
as you
Can
go to,
Alastor just perception what they are? I just want to know what they are. I don't want to touch it.
give me a nature check. Nephelia, as you go to gently scoop, one of them seizes on the opportunity, runs up, jumps on your wrist, runs halfway up your arm, and then jumps down onto the ground. Kind of a parkour situation here.
Parkour.
Sweet.
He does a front flip, lands, and bows to you momentarily for running continuously.
Totally.
Well,
Does the whole water tribe and then like runs up.
these things really don't want us to know what they are or
Yeah,
to track them
not with
whatsoever.
us today.
Wow.
What'd you get?
A 5.
You've heard legends of a man far to the north. He wears a long red cap with a white bowl at the end, and he has these little helpers that are masters craftsmen who create things. And once a year, they travel the world in a single night. The legend of Father Winter. Surely these are his helpers, for what else would wear such a hat as they?
Plot twist. He's actually telling the truth.
Can Ketud also do a bloody nature roll? Cause
Yeah, you would have
I think
seen them.
I think I IRL know what they are. I swear Ketud doesn't. Come on, man. You have a proficiency in nature too. You better get this right,
Oh my gosh.
buddy.
What'd you got?
I got an 11. They're too fast for my eye.
You look, and these are peculiar creatures. You don't know what they are, but that hat reminds you of a legend you once heard, but there's no way.
Ketu doesn't really believe in
Oh my
fairy tales anyway.
gosh.
Fooey on Ketud.
At least I'm not the one thinking of the legends of Father Winter right now.
For all you know, they've got it right.
Well, they run off, I presume. We have no clue what it is. Ketud's gonna shake his head and wonder what the heck that was all about. He's gonna turn back to Alastor and get to the position from earlier and say, is there something that you know that we don't know that we might know in regards to that demon that you talked to down there? I mean, forgive me if this sounds silly, but it seemed to me that they were the friendliest to you for some odd reason. I mean, they snapped at me, they picked up, the Baxi and the Genasi, and they threw the Genasi out the door into a frozen wasteland.
To be fair, I was asking for it.
Yeah, the Genasi was asking for it, the Tabaxi was hiding, and you were on the other side of the room when you were told not to be.
No,
I stood there and paid respect.
Alastor was the only one who spoke their language. That probably has to earn some type of comfort with them.
I just think it
So I got
weird.
picked up
Weird.
and moved around because I didn't have brownie points with a demon.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. Demons can be pretty finicky creatures. Must have been a shell shocker for you to deal with.
I don't think there's having brownie points. It's you either respect them or you don't. And they walked in, I bowed. I didn't
But why
disrespect.
Why would you respect the demon though? Aren't demons like bad creatures?
They have their own laws that they ruled themselves by, just as you have yours.
And do you follow these laws they follow?
If you're asking if I'm evil, you're wrong.
Laws are just universal rules that are meant to be broken.
There's two different ways of enforcing them. That's my chief concern here. You can enforce them in a positive way or in a negative way. I don't really know.
It doesn't really change anything now.
No, it doesn't. I suppose Alastor is still stuck in the same boat as we are, at least as far as we know. But
it's not as though I got to stay there or got to, you know, do anything different. I am still in the same amount of servitude as you two and the Tabaxi, so...
I suppose so.
If they know your father, is there a way maybe he can help us?
I don't think he cares, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh. Well,
Daddy issues? Seems that everyone in this ragtag team that we have has a bunch of daddy issues of some sort.
Ha! Not me, bunch of losers.
Do you have parents, though? I
No.
apologize. That sounds foremost. No? I'm terribly sorry. That's painful. Although, if you don't have parents, I don't know if you would know that was a pain for you to deal with. My condolences either way.
I don't know what you're complaining about. Yours died in a dragon attack.
Well, they absolutely did. I mean, I don't know what happened to yours, and I hope nothing bad happened to them. You talked to that fella in your memory as if though he was someone that you knew, like, intimately, like he was a caretaker of yours. What did you call him? You called him... Did you call him Forge or something like that?
You called him father.
Yeah, he was around during my, we'll say formative years. As much as you can have formative years. He was very near and dear to me. He helped me out through a hard point in my life. I
see.
Almost adopted, but we went our separate ways.
Oh. Well, I hope you two meet again with one another one day, hopefully. What about you, Miss Nephelia? Do you have daddy issues as well in some capacity?
I'm just gonna kind of stare at him blankly and just...
That's fine. You don't have to say anything.
Are you there at all?
I saw you having mommy issues. I didn't know if it had to do with your father, though. I saw those two fellows in the lake that tried to, I guess, pull you down under.
Yes, because they were old enough to be my daddy.
I wasn't really seeing them. Just the one that came up after the surface looked like your mother.
Smile more, talk less, little halfling.
I feel like this is the only chance we've had to have an actual conversation, and this is the treatment that I'm getting.
We have all of eternity to continue to pester each other.
As far as you know, I have no intention of serving this demon or whatever it is.
Alistair's just going to
Think you have a
step
choice.
forward between them. He's going to raise his hand with the finger in the air and just go, I vote we find an inn and we continue this conversation in privacy.
This piques her curiosity or excitement. She goes, beer!
As Alastor interjects and Nephelia calls out beer, there's a gnome that passes by real close to the alley and looks in and looks at you guys kind of confused, but keeps going on his way.
Yeah, I think Alistair is right. We're getting some stairs even here in the alleyway.
Is that gnome recognizable?
No, it's very different gnome. The gnome you met was a rock gnome. This is a forest gnome.
Okay.
I'm gonna step out a little bit towards, see if I can call out to him. Go, excuse me, yoo-hoo!
No, leave him alone.
As you-
He's gonna be like, shut up.
You call out and he kind of looks back like is someone calling me, and sees you kind of waving him down, and he kind of waves back.
Just gonna look over and say, would you happen to know where we could find a nice fine establishment to get a warm bath and maybe something to drink around here?
He comes back over because he was 10 feet away by the time he called him. So he comes back over. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. It's a little loud out here in the street. What was that?
I want a stiff drink and a hot bath. Where do I go?
Oh, well, out here you've got two options immediately here in the plaza. There's the Tipsy Mongoose. That's a tavern, and you can get a room there. It's a lovely place. It's run by Tarbin and Kelda. They're two lovely halflings. You'll want to stop in for dinner if you go there. You could also go to the Weary Wombat. That's the inn. It's just across the street over there. And that's run by one Fafnir, a scary-looking dragonborn, but he's got the heart of a teddy bear.
Oh, he sounds fun. Is there anything else of note in this town that you could share for some travelers that aren't from this area?
Oh, well, what are you trying to know? Like, I don't know everything about this town. I just pass through here once in a while, but I'll tell you what I know if you tell me what you're looking for.
Ketud will interject here and go ahead and say, excuse me, fine sir, could you please tell us what town this is?
Oh, well, you're in Ballender Port.
Do we know anything about Ballender?
With the roles you guys had earlier? No.
Ballender, that sounds like a lovely name.
Well, yes, but it's Ballender Port because it's a port. Because we have ships. They sail around. That's why it's a port.
Thank you. Thank you for interjecting there.
You're welcome.
Forgive me, I see that I have lost my way of time for a little while. I think I bumped my head some time ago. Can you tell me quickly, it sounds weird, but can you tell me what year it is?
Where did you say you were from again?
Oh, just out of town, really. I was personally with my group of friends here. We were, on our way, exploring the countryside. We got lost a little ways back, and I think we got put under some kind of strange spell.
Oh, yeah, yeah, there aren't really years here. Time works differently here. If you're from the material world, then I guess there would be time, but it's different here.
That's quite interesting that you would say that, because last time I checked, I was in the material world.
Oh.
If I'm mistaken, where are we then?
Well, this is Ballender Port. It's a port because we have ships and they sail for trade and travel and such.
No, I get that. I heard that you said Ballender Port. Port specified. I apologize. I mean, what plane are we on currently?
Oh, well, this is the Feywilds. It's adjacent to the material world. It's a nice place to be. I like it anyway. I came here a long time ago and never really left. one thing that you learn here, there isn't really time, kind of. You'll figure it out.
Oh, thank you very much for your information, good sir.
Oh, you're welcome.
Before
Go ahead.
before you run off, say one of us happens to have an unfortunate little accident, something like a curse that happens to them. Where could I go get that fixed?
Oh, did you anger one of the fairies? You shouldn't anger the fairies. They can be pretty petty.
Oh yeah, I discovered that. Nasty little accident.
Well, to get a curse from a fairy taken off, you'll want to appease the fairy. Figure out what you did. If you went back on a deal, you need to follow through. If you lied to it, I recommend giving it a gift of cream and or sugar.
Well, what if it wasn't a fairy?
Oh, did you have an encounter with a hag? Oh, that's very bad.
We don't know what it was, but we're on our travels here to the Feywild, it seems. Again, as I said earlier, we got hit in the head with something. We don't really know what it might be, but now here we are, and our poor lass here, bless her heart, she has some horrible curse afflicting her movement and her gait. She seems to have an disability.
I got licked by a piece of slime.
Well, that's a weird way to get a curse.
It was. It felt like food poisoning.
Huh. Have you tried sleeping it off?
Yes, I believe we have.
No,
No.
I haven't tried that one yet, Ketud.
Because if it's food poisoning, I find that sleep usually helps.
In case
Is
it is an
there-
actual curse, where would I go get that removed?
Well, if it was a hag that cursed you, killing the hag might work, but that seems a little mean. You could negotiate with the hag.
Healer?
Oh,
Is there a
I
cleric
don't.
in town?
Oh, I don't have a personal healer. No, I'm not rich enough for that.
Sweet baby child, do you have a community healer in this town? I'm sorry, port, because of this.
She means a cleric. Good sir. I apologize. I think the curse might be afflicting her charisma as well.
Yes, that.
Oh, I'm glad you remembered that it was a port because we have ships and such. They sail around, and that's why Ballander's a port. So I'm glad you
Yes,
remembered.
Indeed.
But a cleric, I don't know any clerics. You could probably, if you're hurt or sick, you could probably see one of the druids. They're pretty helpful. They live out in the woods.
Are
Perhaps
they
we can.
friendly? Are they friendly?
Oh, they're usually pretty friendly, as long as you don't mess with the forest. They like to trade good berries to people.
I won't pluck any leaves, I promise. I've learned my lesson with that one.
Have you previously hurt the druids' forest? They hold grudges, you know.
No, not me. No.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, kind sir. May we catch your name before we run off to one of those inns to find some good refreshments?
Oh, my name is Frism.
Frism, nice to meet you, Frism. My name is KK.
KK.
Okay, it's good to meet you, Mr. Slider.
I like that reference. Being vocal of that reference. That's pretty good. Ketu would just laugh at it, laugh at his funny jest, and he'll look for the Halfling Inn or for the Halfling Tavern for the Tipsy Mongoose. He doesn't know about this Dragonborn, but he seems that the Halfling Run Tavern would be a much more friendly abode.
You look around, and it's very easy to spot it. There's just across the way a 2-story building. There's a wooden sign just above the door. It's got an image of a mongoose holding a stein. There are bubbles coming out of the stein, and the mongoose looks kind of dizzy, and it's got its mouth open, and it's kind of lurched up like it's just hiccuped.
Hey guys, I think we should go check out the tavern over there, Tipsy Mongoose. We might find some more information as to how to remove her curse and how we came to the Feywilds right now. Any objections, guys, or what do you guys think?
Well, actually, I had some business I needed to attend to. You're welcome to come with me if you want.
Oh no, please, please, be on your way, good sir.
Bella
Thank
has
you very much.
struck up.
Prisms?
No, it's Frism. There's no S in it.
Prism.
Frism from the western sprockets, not to be confused with the sprockets on the east. Frism sprocket of the west.
Those western sprockets, yeah, those are the best, right?
Yeah, we're well known for our potions and our poultices.
Thank you.
Interesting.
That's actually why I'm here. I'm trading some herbs in town, or rather, I'm securing a shipment from the port to head back to my home. Because this is a port, we have ships for trading and sailing and such.
Are there any herbs that would cure a curse?
Oh, not that I know of, no.
Oh, that was out of character.
Oh, that was out of nature check.
Let's do this again. Wonderful. Why did I even this boss?
God, the dice are not with us today.
I got a 6. Mr. Post.
Not that you've ever heard of, no.
Dang it. Okay. Okay.
Hey, I got a question. Do any of us have money on us now?
If you got your stuff back, you should have some money.
Okay.
Oh shoot. What was my money from way back when? Yeah, look this stuff up again.
I have 5 gold.
Seamus, that character sheet got overwritten several times. I'm gonna need you to just tell me how much gold I got, because that character sheet gone, boy.
I'm gonna just say, if you got your stuff back, I'm gonna say you have 20 gold on you. If you would have otherwise had more, you have more.
Wow. That's very generous.
I mean, you guys are like level 4.
We're broke ass at level 4.
Yeah.
So wait,
Speaking
I
of
have
being
5
broke
gold.
ass.
Do I still have 5 gold, or do I have 20 gold? Or was that just Alastor?
Just flat across the board, if you got your stuff back, you have 20 gold. If you would have otherwise had more than 20 gold, you have more.
Cool.
Okay. I have left hell richer than when I arrived.
Muzzle tov. You stole money from the dragon's hoard. That's all.
There you go.
Oh.
Wowzers.
So
Yeah.
Bella has decided to strike up a conversation with Alastor and is currently going to be talking with him. Considering our current predicament, I think it might be a good idea if I go off and talk with some of the less reputable people around town. If we're going to be searching for artifacts or anything of exorbitant value, then they'll probably know about it, and our employer will definitely be more inclined to us for getting our job done a lot faster.
Well, that sounds very exciting.
We're
He never
Seamus,
left.
No.
We're near the guy.
And
We're
Bella
still-
are like still back. They never walked forward.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys.
whatever.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the fucking.
I'm sorry. I thought everybody was together. My mistake. Prism doesn't say that.
Yes. It's just we just look down. There's just a gnome between us. Just like, where did you come from?
He just walked up. He's got a sandwich. Just munching on it. I was like, this sounds very exciting.
It's just fucking wreaths.
Yeah, it's wreaths sitting there.
Alastor is going to just look at Bella. I can't say that's a terrible idea,
Plus it'll.
but I think you'll want to tell the others that you're leaving.
Oh, I'll meet back up with you guys. You just need to figure out where they're going.
Honestly, I think we're just going to try to find an inn for now. Beyond that, I have no idea.
Yeah. Bella's going to turn and look about the alley. That paw print that was on one of the buildings, does that mean anything to me?
It doesn't mean anything to you. You've never seen it before, and it's not on a building. It's on a stand, like almost like a fruit stand, but there's no fruit up there. You're not sure what they're selling.
Okay. Bella's going to head out of the alley, tell the others that she's going to go look around the town for a little bit and ask them where they're going to be.
Are you gonna be okay on your own?
Oh, cities are my bread and butter.
Oh, it's actually not a city. It's a port, because we have boats for sailing and trade and such, and they're really more ships than boats.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, all right. We were planning on. I mean, I think we're planning on checking out the mongoose, this tipsy mongoose down the street over there. I personally wanted to check out the broker store maybe in an hour or two to see what these items, what the staff does. But if you're okay, just let us know. We'll probably be there or the other place.
Oh, there is actually a good broker. Vlay's shop. It's just over there. He's a pawnbroker. You can sell things to him.
Excellent. Do you know if he has any magical items there that we could probably buy?
Oh, Vlay, he might, but you're more likely to find magic things from Schknalg and Glops Sparkles. It's that shop over there. It's run by Schknalg and Glops. They're goblins. They're very fun.
What is the name of their shop?
Schknalg and Glops Sparkles.
Ah, thank you, good sir.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well, thanks for the information on the city.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's a port, Bella. Because of ships.
That is an accurate statement. It's not a city. It is a port, because of the ships for sailing and trade and such.
She's gonna kind of just smile. Just, There's some joke that I'm missing, obviously, but.
Oh no, there is no joke. It's actually a very prominent port.
She didn't say that out loud.
I'm sorry.
She's smiling like, okay, cool. I don't know why Nephew is correcting me, but yeah.
From back down the alleyway, Alastor's going to just kind of wave mildly at Bella and just mouth to her, "Be safe."
Bella's going to give a head scroll.
So Bella, you meet us down at the inn, sundown, or
Tavern.
wait, you
Tavern.
said time doesn't work.
Whenever I show up.
Well, don't go too long without contact.
Father had a statement. Don't be a stranger.
I'll
I
keep an
mean-
eye out for chocolate moon pies.
Ooh.
Oh, there's actually a very good baking stand just over there. They sell very good pastries. I think they might have some chocolate cakes.
Oh.
Do they have chocolate cakes?
I think so. They did the last
they
time I
have-
was there.
Do they have strawberry cake?
Maybe. I think they got some strawberries in the other day, so they might.
Chocolate strawberry cake!
Oh, that sounds really good.
Ketu's gonna turn around to Alastor and wave them forward. And does Alastor move closer?
Yeah.
Okay, Ketu will sit and say to Alastor, "Hey, Alastor, we're planning on checking out the Tipsy Mongoose Tavern over there and see maybe if we can get some more information about where we are and stuff. You okay if we go there?
Yeah, I intended on going with you.
What about you, Miss Janasi?"
As long as I can have a drink and a hot bath, then I'm there.
Sounds good. Let's do it. Ketu will
I'm pretty
start
sure I
walking.
smell like something horrifying now.
Ketu will once again thank the.
Yeah, you
the
do
gnome.
smell pretty awful.
Oh.
Thank you, good sir. I really needed to hear that today.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's the truth.
Good. Thanks, Bella. Thanks.
Ketu will hide his Snickers, and he will once again thank the gnome and walk off into the tavern to the direction of the tavern.
Oh, you're welcome.
If you had a chancla, she would fling it at your head.
Probably smells bad too.
Oh, you're getting water. You're getting the water wake-up call again.
That's a callback. Good half a year passed for that one.
Bella's going to take off and start exploring the town, looking for anything's written in Thieves' Cant.
All right, give me an investigation.
Let's see here. Good lord. Come on, man. I have never rolled this many ones in a row.
As you search the town for anything written in Thieves' Cant, it's difficult to find anything. You are seeing a lot of strange symbols, but it's not Thieves' Cant, and it's not a language you know. You find a number of interesting shops. You see a lot of interesting characters. You eventually make your way down to the port, because, you know, maybe there's something there, but you can't find anything at all.
All right.
As
While
you
I'm searching, do I... Oh, sorry. Let you continue.
As you're looking around trying to find anything, any point of contact. Meanwhile, at the tavern, Ketud, Nephelia, and Alastor, I assume all three of you are heading in, yes?
Yeah.
As you step inside, the building, it feels comfortable. You feel at ease in here. There's the smell of food in the air. It smells like you can smell bacon and sausage and biscuits and gravy, and you're starting to feel hungry just from smelling it. It's very loud in here. It's a rather robust scene. People are gathered around every table, talking, laughing, telling stories. There's a band on a small makeshift stage on the far wall, and there are two halflings behind a bar. One of them seems to be cleaning glasses. The other one seems to be pouring drinks for customers.
What do they look like? Are they how do they appear? Are they like amiable looking, or are they like disgruntled and low brow?
The customers are the halflings.
The halflings.
Taking a look, they seem to be they seem to be rather pleasant folks. They're nicely dressed. Nothing too ostentatious. Just good, clean clothes. They have a big smile on their face each. They're talking and laughing with customers. after finishing cleaning a glass, that one kind of goes around and jokes with one of the customers. The other one's making a show out of pouring drinks.
Ketu will look at Alastor and Nephelia and say, "I'm gonna try to get us a room and some hot baths. Does that sound okay with y'all?"
Sounds perfect. Neffy's gonna make her way over towards, I guess, the end of the bar to go grab drinks.
All right. So, Nephi, you make your way to the end of the bar. Ketud, you're going to try and secure a room. Alastor, what are you doing?
Following Nephi.
All righty. So, I think, Ketud, you'd probably get to the bar. Or rather, you would get noticed at the bar first. You know, halflings are always excited to see other halflings. So, when you sit down, the lady who's pouring drinks comes over, puts a cup in front of you. Well, good morning. How you doing today? What can I get you?
Oh, good morning to you as well. I would like to inquire as to the price of rooms and for overnight stays and baths and all the like.
Oh, okay. Give me a moment. You're gonna want to talk to Tarbin. And she runs over to the other halfling, the gentleman who was joking with one of the customers. Kind of slaps him on the back of the shoulder, points at you, and he comes running over. Just a little jog. Oh, sorry about that. How are you?
Perfectly fine. How are you today, sir?
Hey, been better. What can I do for you? I hear you're looking for a room.
I am looking for a room and possibly a nice warm bath and maybe even a meal later today. Can I inquire as the prices of each of those items?
Well, a room and a meal we can do for you just fine. In fact, if you book a room now, you'll get dinner and breakfast for free. If you're wanting a bath, unfortunately, we here at the tavern, we don't have baths. There is, however, a public bathhouse that you can do, or if you'd prefer, and I don't like doing this because it's going to cost me business, but if you book a room at the inn, they have baths there.
Oh, indeed. Well, since you are so amiable in giving us all the information, we might be inclined as to use the public baths. At least I will anyway. I can't see because my friend's down there. You see over there, there's a tall, lovely gentleman, human, and a very nice, pretty air genasi there as well. We are in desperate need of baths, so we might stay here, and then, or at least I will anyway, and we can use the public bathrooms. How much is a room and a night in a meal?
Well, if you're wanting to stay the night, it's just going to be a silver, and that's going to give you dinner and breakfast.
Sounds perfectly fine with me. Let me go talk to my comrades. Thank you very much. Tarbin, is that how you say your name?
Oh, it's Tarbin. It's a pleasure to meet you. What can I call you?
You can call me KK, good sir.
Oh, Mr. Slider, it's a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. Thank you very much. Ketu will begin to walk over to the other two while they do their thing now.
And I think by the time you've finished your conversation, Kelda, the female halfling, is already over at you two. Well, good evening, or morning. What can I do for you? She kind of slams 2 glasses down.
Are they already full?
They are not.
I would like you to fill that up with something very nice and strong.
Now, how strong are we talking?
I would like to sleep peacefully tonight.
Perfectly understood. And what about you?
Oh, I'm sorry. The last time I heard that question in a campaign, I need a constitution check.
I mean, that's coming. That is coming.
Kill a dragon with it.
It's funny you should say that.
He's just gonna look down for a second and then look up. Might you have any brandy?
As a matter of fact, we do have a nice selection of brandy. I'll bring you the nicest one we got. And she kind of goes back. There's this tall shelf behind the bar. It's filled with colored glasses and drinks. It's much too tall for a halfling to reach anything. So there's this rolling ladder attached to a track. And she kind of goes back and moves it along. She climbs up, about midway up, and grabs a bottle, comes back down, places it just under the counter, goes back, slides all the way down to the opposite end of the bar, climbs up to the top, and there's this beautiful bottle. It looks like it's made out of a gold lattice with gems encrusted into it. She turns it, reads it, nods and smiles to herself, comes back down and comes over. Okay, first, she slams a bottle of brandy on the bar, starts pouring it out for you. That's for you. I know for you. Are you sure you want to sleep peacefully tonight?
Like a baby.
Okay. So then I have, and she very carefully holds up this beautiful bottle. This is dragon's milk. It is guaranteed to knock you on your bum.
How much are we talking?
Now, it's a little pricier, but it'll get you what you want. It's going to be a gold piece for a cup of this. Here, how about, and she takes the top, pulls out the cork. Just take a whiff of it. She holds it up to you.
Do I like what I smell?
It is the first thing you smell is that overpowering alcoholic odor, followed by something very, very sweet and very warm, almost fruity. It's hard to tell exactly what it is, but it does smell pleasant.
I'm gonna peek over to where Ketud is and assume he's walking our way at this point.
Yeah, he's walking towards you now.
I'm gonna go. How much is it a night?
Oh, just 1 silver.
Slam the gold down and go. I only live once, right? Supposedly. Let's do it.
She picks up your glass and she puts it away. And from underneath the counter, she pulls out a goblet. It's very ornamental. It's almost like there's no glass cup. It's just a dragon's claw holding nothing. And she throws it up, spins it around, drops it on the bar. It lands straight up, of course. And she holds up the bottle, lets go. It floats in midair. And as it floats, you see this ghostly hand holding it, which floats over and starts pouring the drink. And the drink fills up the non-existent bowl to this chalice. It's as if the liquid is just floating there. It's difficult to describe. After the chalice has been filled, the bottle stops pouring and goes back up to the top shelf, and the cork goes back on.
Neffy's gonna clap and say, "Drinking a show? That's awesome."
Well, for a gold piece for a drink, you'd better be getting something nice.
Indeed.
And I think right about, I think midway through that, Ketud would have walked up.
That was quite
Alastor
the
is using Mage Hand to hold the glass. He's not holding it with his own hand.
Okay.
That's the height of like snottiness. Just not. Does your mage hand have the?
You have a hand for you to drink. You cut out, babe.
Does the mage hand have the pinky out? Because that's where you gotta
out.
go. Oh no!
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I was saying with the mage hand, Does it have the pinky out?
Alastor?
Do you not get that?
I think Alastor died. Alastor took a shot of brandy and died. I'm gonna say the pinky's totally out.
It better be all the way out.
Oh, totally. Like, Alastor's being all fancy, even though you're the one with the fancy drink.
Everybody's dying. What is happening?
We're experiencing some mild technical difficulties, everybody.
Yeah, what just happened? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
What just happened to Discord? Oh my god, everything just crashed.
Oh, you sound like you're in a fishbowl.
That is true, and your camera's stopped working.
Well, yeah, my cameraman stopped working, and then my internet on my thing stopped working. I'm on my phone right now. What the heck happened? Did my internet poop? Hold on, let me see if I can still like access the internet. What? I can still access the internet. Discord must be broken or something.
Oh, we got Oz in the chat saying the brandy was lethal. It absolutely was.
Yeah, absolutely it was.
These dastardly halflings and their tavern, they've poisoned Alastor.
Hey, no, don't be calling about my halfling buddies. They come in pints.
Am I back?
You are alive. I can hear you, Pilot.
Okay, good. My Discord crashed.
You and everybody else.
Yeah, can you see me on my camera again?
Yeah, I can see
yeah.
on your camera.
That was so freaking random. I have no idea.
Oh my god. It sounds like it might have disconnected your mic.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming through your headphones.
Yeah.
Discord broke so badly.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
All right, everybody's back. We're all here.
We
We're
crashed
alive.
the server!
We broke the game.
Yeah!
Yay!
That brandy will tell you.
Alastor uses Mage Hand, breaks the whole of Discord. Yeah!
No, we can only have one instance of Mage Hand at a time. The bar was using
no,
it
you're-
first.
I was trying to say how prissy is that? Like, you don't drink your alcohol with your own hand. You use a mage hand to pick their pinky finger, and then drink it for you. Like,
Totally.
That's what all I was trying to ask was the pinky up?
yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. The last thing I heard was Ketud was walking up, and then it was just gone. Like, everything just died.
Well,
So
that
So I'm gonna need a recap on the whole, like, past 3 minutes.
This is going in Seamus is bad at streaming.
totally it is. By the way,
It's his server.
by the way, viewers, if you haven't seen it yet, we have a new video out. Seamus is bad at streaming. Check it out after the stream. It is awesome. I'm awful at streams, apparently.
There's some great editing in there too.
Yes, all made by Ash.
I did good. Dang it. I
Yeah.
did good.
Shameless channel plug.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Back on track. Back on track. Alastor, you're using your mage hand to hold your brandy. Do you have the pinky extended? These are the important questions.
No, because if it's in a proper glass, he's holding it like this.
Ah, I see.
Pinky can still be out.
The stem is extending through here. It is being cupped. There is no pinky out.
What? No, the step. You've killed my dream.
That's okay. You can still have your pinky extended with your fancy chalice.
I'm gonna have double pinkies out.
Oh, so with both hands you're holding the chalice, pinky's out.
It's like this. It's just like this.
And I assume you drink the you drink it?
I'm gonna hand over my money to Ketud since he's the one who organized the rooms. So I'll hand over my silver to him.
wait, hold on a minute.
And
Are you planning on drinking that already? I need to tell you something before you started getting wasted.
But look at it. What?
There's no private baths here. Unfortunately, we'll have to have a public bath. Is that all right with you? Are you okay with? You know? Kid is gonna be like.
Alastor, to a much lesser extent, also exudes some disappointment in this fact.
We haven't even seen it though.
How far away is it?
You know, I didn't ask. What if we went out tomorrow? You
So
spend
I'm
here
gonna sleep funky?
if you want to, or otherwise we could try to find this bathhouse. Miss Kelda, is that your name? He's gonna turn to the halfling behind the bar.
Oh, yes, that's me. What can I do for you?
Your acquaintance down there, Mr. Farbin, or Tarbin, sorry. They went ahead and said that there was a public bathhouse. Where might we find that?
Oh, the public bath. If you head down the road here, you're gonna make a left at the bookstore, and it's gonna be the last building before you hit the port. You head on in there. Lovely people run it. Separated for men and women. And there's even a separate section for the small folk. And I'm not talking about small folk like you and I. I'm talking about the real small folk.
Oh, we might have actually encountered those earlier. Thank you very much.
What was that?
What's the real small folk?
Oh, you know, fairies and the like.
Wait, why can't they shower with the rest of us? Is theirs better?
Well, you wouldn't want to accidentally step on one now, would you?
Oh.
Or try to
Yeah, I'm not
haphazardly
trying
grab
to
one like
commit
earlier, right?
manslaughter today. Alright, well,
Just
Ketud?
crash again.
No.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Alastor, you're muted.
Just creep this shit. So
Oh, no, big rip. Alright.
I swear, guys, we play D&D on Discord all the time. It's...
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Ew!
Well,
Ew.
and everybody's back in the channel. And now Pilot says something? Okay, Ash says something.
Gosh dang it.
The roof of the inn falls. Everybody dies.
Big rip.
That doesn't happen. I'm joking.
How is it that we're the only ones that are left?
I don't know. I like, I'm fine. I'm good. Like, picture on my side, clean. Audio, perfect.
Yeah.
So do you drink the chalice?
I think she's gonna ask how soon it's gonna knock her out.
Oh, that's gonna hit you fast and it's gonna hit you hard.
Would you be willing to hold it behind the bar until I get a bath?
We got power from the deflector core. Am I back? Ah!
This from Brendan Wheeler in chat. Discord uses silence.
I think
I can hear you now. I hate. Why?
Discord is being funky right now. It is being really funky right now. I was able to join another server just fine.
All
but
right.
It gave me so much more trouble joining here.
So we're live.
Maybe we can go to the music cafe if it does it again and try it back there.
Yeah, we might have to.
We'll try a different Discord server. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Nobody will notice.
Yeah.
If this happens again, we're gonna have to, because I'm seeing huge delay in here right now.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I didn't realize it would do that in separate servers like that.
So, getting back to what the young Kelda just told us, Kitty's gonna look at Nephelia and be like, "Does that sound like a good? I mean, that sounds pretty good. I mean, you know, separated sexes and genders and all the likes, and you know, what if you?
I'm gonna look over at Kelda and say, "Would you? I know you just poured it for me. Would you be willing to hold it until I get back from the bath?"
Oh, you really want to drink it straight away. The longer it's exposed to air, the less potent it is.
Well, looks like I'm sleeping stinky. So she'll just pick it up and shrug and try to do a cheers with Alastor's mage hand.
Kitty will just sit there bemused watching this as it unfolds.
Constitution saving throw.
Alastor will allow the clink to happen for the record.
Hey.
Wait, what did I do now?
Put the one and the
Constitution
B
saving
together.
throw.
Oh, I didn't put the one. Oh.
Yeah. Get that one. Get that famous one.
Well, so out of 3, so it's 9.
As you start to drink from the chalice, you can't help but take in the entirety of the glass. Before you know it, every drop is gone. And this was not a small glass, but you couldn't stop yourself. The flavor was indescribable. It was something from another world. And as you drink the last drop and place it down, "Oh, I'm fine. You were trying to swindle my gold. When did you become a lizard?" Your vision starts to go blurry. Things are distorted. Everything seems just a little off. There's music in your ear. You can hear it. There's a burning in your throat that lingers, but it's not terrible. It feels nice, tingly even. As you look around, the music from the band starts to get a little louder, a little bit more cheerful, and you feel like dancing.
I'm gonna drag Ketud out to dance.
Kitty, what the heck? No, Kitty isn't gonna do anything. What are you talking about? You're gonna start dragging me without telling me?
I'm gonna try and drag you, yeah.
What? Kitty's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" I'm gonna like try to pull you off and
Come on! Don't you want to dance? Listen to the music. It's amazing.
no, Kitty's not about that.
How do you not want to dance to this? Listen to this hard. These people, they worked hard to make this music.
Calda, what did she just drink?
You need to boogie down with me.
I don't know what this
See
boogie is.
Alastor in the background bemusedly taking another sip out of his glass, just watching this happen. He's not interfering, he's just laughing internally.
The whole time, Nephi is gonna be like wiggling like this, like, come on.
Calda, what did she just drink?
You see a ghostly hand appear over the bar, and it floats back towards the wall of glasses, grabs this absolutely gorgeous bottle. It looks like it's made of a gold lattice and gems, and pulls it down. "Oh, she had some of this."
It was a gold piece.
Okay, Can you please let go of me? I need to pay for the rooms now, Miss Nephelia.
We can pay once we're done, Dan. We must pay our respect to the beautiful musicians that have made beautiful music for us. They are doing it for us. You must pay respects to all of them.
With all due respect, I did not come here to cause a scene. I came here to find a room. No. Ketu is going to try to fumble out of whatever grass Nephelia is trying to pull on him right now, and then proceed to pay. He wants to pay the lady, the lady halfling, the money to own a purchase a room.
All right.
He'll purchase 4, actually. He'll purchase 4, one for each of the members of the party.
Gotcha. So you go ahead and hand over 4 silver pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question about currency in your world.
Oh yeah, what's the conversion rate?
How many silver equals a gold in your world? Because I realized it was different in another game.
10 copper equals 1 silver. 10 silver equals 1 gold. 10 gold,
Okay.
1 platinum.
Okay, thank you.
That's better. Usually I've seen conversion rates on hundreds for each of those, so.
No, it's 10 to 10 to 10 to 10.
Gotcha.
I just want to make sure I update it. Okay, cool. If,
So-
if he keeps trying to wiggle free, then Neffy will just kind of, I guess, let him go and continue to make an absolute fool of herself.
Does Twig Boy need to make the Constitution?
For a single glass of brandy? No.
Okay. He intends to continue, for the record.
I mean, if he's going to drink more, then yes.
Yes, there is going to be drinking.
Okay. In that case, when more drinks are had, I'm going to need a Constitution save. However, not yet, as this scene is still playing out.
Yes.
Neffy's gonna point over at Alastor, and has everybody seen the Seinfeld Elaine dance?
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
No.
Imagine the whitest dance you can feasibly think of.
Casual reminder, I was born in 96. Seinfeld was basically already in reruns by the time I was old enough to realize it.
My age.
So if you didn't know, Nephelia is old.
I'm old. Here you go. That is essentially what Neffy is going to be doing.
You definitely got a crowd
Perfect.
around you.
You are bred. You know that?
And
What is going on with Bella while this is going down?
as Nephelia makes her way in front of the band, who... Strange, you're fairly certain that it was different before, but now they all look like that one gnome that you met at the place. And so you notice that, smile, wave, and get to dancing. Meanwhile, down at the docks, Bella.
After not finding anything, she's gonna looking around the dock. She's gonna look for anybody who's of a less than reputable status.
All right.
Look, somebody who's grizzled and not very nice.
Investigation.
Please, come on. Just want you to know, if this dice roller gives me another natural 1, I'm gonna request another dice roller to be used. Oh, okay, cool, sure.
What you get?
All I have to do is threaten. I got a natural 20.
All right. As you start looking around, anybody who might be of questionable repute, you're at the docks. There's no short supply of grizzled faces of people who might be willing to do questionable things for a few extra pieces of gold. You find one man in particular. He's got a beard about the length of mine. It is gone gray, not white. There's gunk all in it. On closer inspection, it appears to be salt crystals. He's got an old, torn-up hat. It would say tricorner. He's wearing a long blue coat with golden epaulets on either side. It's a bit tattered at the ends, a bit dirty. His pants, they were white, but it's been a while since they've been washed, so there's some stains here and there. His shirt, you can see it, the jacket's opened up and it's kind of torn and tattered. His boots, scuffed up, he needs to polish them. But you get a good feeling from him that he might be a shifty sort, might be willing to help somebody out. You get the feeling that he's on a certain mission.
I'm going to approach him from the side. Not going to talk to him up front, but going to stand beside him. Okay, how do I want to do this? Gosh. Lovely day, huh?
Oh, it's as lovely as it's gonna be. Storm's coming.
Oh, it's definitely a little bit black out there, but you know, from the market it looks nice.
You know, in the market they only sell yesterday's fish.
Really? That seems kind of lousy, in all honesty. But what are you gonna do? After all, this place seems less than quaint.
It's perfectly...
Oh, I crashed! No!
What do you mean you crashed?
Oh, there we go.
What do you mean you crashed?
And we're losing the server again. I hate everything.
But everybody else is here.
I can hear. I'm here.
What happened? I was just trying to think of what to say.
Really, Ruckus, come on. Did you crash the server? Is that what you did?
No, it's just that Discord can't handle the fancy from the drink, that's all. I stole that from Lost Items in the chat. Are they coming back?
They all moved to music. Ruckus.
Oh, they left us.
Here.
Discord dying. Discord dying.
I hate
Discord
it
dying.
so much.
Hey, Post, tell Noodle his server sucks.
It's my server.
I'm still gonna keep using the dice roller in the PANR server, obviously for reasons. But god damn it.
That's hilarious. Let's see how well it runs in this server. If it doesn't run well in this server, then I think it might just be
Discord.
I was gonna say it might have to do with post streaming possibly.
I don't think my
That
stream
wouldn't
would affect
cause
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't cause a full rolling everybody just drop.
Yeah, like
I don't
that
know,
would
I
hurt
mean-
me, but
Yeah.
Plus,
guess
I was
we'll,
I
fine.
don't know.
I guess we'll see then. We'll see.
I don't know.
I hope
All
that's
right.
I
so.
stayed connected.
It's not like a Minecraft server where your computer actually runs it. Discord servers run off client side, so
Yeah.
they're no. This would be on Discord's
What's
end.
weird to me, what's weird to me is that both Post and I stay connected the entire time, and we slowly watch all three of you disappear.
Yeah.
yeah, like I saw Bella, I saw you panic and say no and disconnect, and I was like, wait, no, you're fine. And then Alastor, well, there it goes again. No, wait, you're fine.
Though, because everybody froze and I could hear nothing, and I went, "Oh no, it's crashing," and it did.
Well,
I was literally sitting there, and Discord's dying again, and I hate everything, and I just hit disconnect. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm done with this.
well.
Yes.
Let's see how we do now.
Okay. Are we still streaming?
We are still live.
Okay.
In fact, Oz comments to the other server.
Yes. as I was saying, the fish really smell, and there's just not a lot of magic there.
That's why I've decided to retire from the ocean just for that reason. After 14 years on the sea, I need a good break. I thought still waters would mean peace for me. It was an awful mistake. Gathering up me hearties, like so many times before, I have a plan. I'll make it right.
Well, make it right. Thanks. Have a good day.
If you're in need of some money, Mike could use a hand.
What do you need?
There's a beast, a terrible creature, in the lake just beyond the dam. I would see it slain, to be done away with. There's a bounty in it for any soul that would brave the waters with me.
When do you leave for it?
Tomorrow morning, we'll be heading off.
Well, I'll consider your offer.
If you know any who would risk their safety for such a bounty, let them know. 500 gold pieces.
I'll let them know.
And what's that?
What's your name?
Captain Ishmael.
She stands, turns, bows to him. Atropa.
Yeah.
Have a good afternoon. Sorry, is it morning, afternoon, or night?
Hey, you know better than that. And he walks off.
Feywilds.
Bella's going to head back. Fish market. All right. Bella's going to search around for the fish market.
All right. You remember that there were a couple of food stalls up at the plaza that was selling fish.
I'm gonna head towards the plaza.
All right. Get
Back with the others.
Yeah. As you're getting back up towards the plaza, we've got Nephelia still dancing in front of the stage. You swear that musician looks just like that gnome that you met. He's so friendly. By now, I think, Alastor, you'd probably be on your second, maybe even your third glass. I need a Constitution save.
Is easier to roll on phone than it is to pull up the other server on my PC right now.
That's
Hey.
okay.
I got an 8. I got an 8.
You're not very strong-willed, Alastor.
As you're now sipping away at your third glass, your head starts to feel a little fuzzy and your vision starts to blur. You're nowhere near where Nephelia is, but you're starting to lose your mentality.
Neffy's gonna point over to Alastor and say, Alastor, you need to come pay tribute to the musician gods. Or else they'll take our blood. Come, dance.
Both being post, right?
That's a good idea.
Oh my gosh.
You just kind of see Alastor, mage hand still holding the glass, look over. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. He goes, maybe in a little bit.
All right, good. I'll hold him off for you.
Ketud, what are you doing?
Ketud would have, he would have taken his seat at the bar side. He would have talked to Tarbin and asked him in case, anything happens, like, is there any way we can drag one of those two, like, up to the room and have help to do that? And then he also said, like, he would have asked for some simple drinks, like some water and stuff. He's currently watching them, make sure that they don't do anything stupid.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure they don't do anything stupid. You have
He's
failed.
gonna be the
You have failed,
He's
sir.
gonna be the responsible one here. He has to be. He wanted to have a nice drink, but he knows that it's not wise right now.
I gotcha. You are told very quickly that yes, we can get people upstairs and in bed. As well, you are given some water, but you've also got the choice of some fresh milk with honey or some fresh juice.
How many hours until dinner time?
Oh, dinner's gonna be served here in maybe 2 hours or so.
2 hours, okay, thank you. Ketu will look around and see if there's anyone playing any games, like any board games, like Dragon Chess or something like that.
Not dragon chess, but there's a table of people playing some cards.
Okay, are they betting money, or does it look like they're doing something crazy like that, or what are they doing?
No, not here. They don't seem to be betting any money.
Alright then, I mean, Ketchid will probably take his small glass of water and maybe strike up a conversation with them and politely ask himself if he can, or politely ask if he can go ahead and join their quaint little card game.
Well, sure, I don't see why not. Come on, sit down. I'll do you in.
Very nice, thank you, sir. Alright. What game are we playing? Because there's a few different games in D&D. Was it like Cards Ant? Was that what? Dragon's Ant? Is that what it's called?
Well, we're playing a game of our own creation. We'll teach you how to play. This is called the sinking ship.
Oh, sinking ship. All right. Tell me how it works.
they proceed to explain how to play the game.
Okay, very cool. That sounds excellent. That sounds like a fun game. Ketud will proceed to start playing the game as he watches Nephelia with a sharp eye, and every now and then glancing over to Alastor to make sure that they're still standing on 2 feet, or their spell hasn't wavered at all.
Yeah, they are. They're both up. I think Nephelia at this point is just kind of swaying. At the card table, you learn that you're playing with some old sailors that have, they've been around for a while. In fact, the gentleman who taught you how to play the game, he goes by Handsome Jack. He's missing an eye. He's got long hair that's kind of been slicked back with some kind of animal oil.
Really?
Excuse you.
No, excuse you.
Excuse my soul. I might just want to leave this table real quick.
Don't make any deals.
No. Keddy's already made enough goddamn deals in this life. Alright, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's Alastor and Nephelia, dude. I'm playing cards.
After, say, maybe an hour and a half from coming into the tavern, I'd say right about then is when Bella would be getting to the back to the plaza, and by then I need another Constitution saving throw from Nephelia.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
So, real quick post. When it comes to, like, drinking alcohol, does it count as a poison? So, like, when you get down to 0 HP, do you just, like, fall asleep and that's it?
So this is a question I've had before. I've talked to other DMs about it. I think ultimately, yes, it's a poison. It can be cured with lay on hands. However, it's not going to kill you.
Interesting.
Post it at 4.
All right. Your character is not yours right now. So Bella, you get to the plaza.
All right. Is there a fish market around? A fish stall, perhaps?
Yes, there are a few fish stalls. They seem to be selling fresh fish.
Which one looks like it has the least fresh fish?
Insight.
Okay, let me see here. I have to go to the other server to roll. $14 plus my insight, which is -1. 13.
As you're looking around to see if you can tell the difference between a good fish and a bad fish, or a new fish and an old fish, it's difficult to say in that you're not too learned on how to tell the age of a fish. As well, it all stinks to you.
Shoot.
You head up to the first stall, you take a look at it. Looks like they're selling, well, that looks like maybe tilapia. That is something, and I'm not sure what that is. You walk past the stall with the paw print on it to the next one. That looks like bass. That looks like a lake fish, and that looks like a sea monster. You walk up to the next one, and it's difficult to say what's old and what's new. You don't even know what all of these fish are. Some of them are alien to you.
Do any of these stall runners look like black market dealers? I'm just gonna ask that right out there.
Give me another insight check for that.
I'm really hesitant to use this freaking...
Come on, you can do it.
Seamus, I said this bot needs to not have the RNG of Tabletop Sim, and it is
It
so
has
far
the
being
RNG
bad.
of Tabletop Simulator.
So, what was it?
It was an 11. I have a -1. It's 10.
So as you're looking around, you're trying to gauge these people. There is a Goliath wearing an apron. It's got fish guts on it. Maybe. You walk up to the next stall. There is a gnome standing on a step stool. He seems to be covered in fish scales. You're not sure how that happened. Maybe. You head over to the last one. You see a rather portly gentleman. Got a big curly mustache. And he's just kind of working the fish. He's got one in front of him right now. He cuts off the head and he's starting to... he's getting it ready.
I'm gonna go over to the portly gentleman and ask him, do you have anything from the Black Sea? I've searched the market high and low.
Oh, the Black Sea? I never heard of it. Is that... where exactly is that?
Oh, it's down under.
Do you mean over in Botany Bay, maybe?
You're not the man I'm looking for.
I'm terribly sorry. I have some fresh fish here for sale. It was caught just today.
Do you know if any of the stalls sell old fish?
That one sometimes has some older fish in stock, amongst other things, and points to the one with the paw print on it.
All right, back to what I thought originally. All right, cool. She's gonna go. Thanks, sir. She's gonna go over to the one with the paw print.
As you walk up to the one with the paw print, at first you don't see anybody there. You kind of lean over the stall to see, maybe it's one of those small folk you were hearing about. On a stool, you see a cat with short legs and puffy fur. It's a sort of munchkin cat, if you would, with huge eyes. The fur is this kind of grayish color. The tips of its ears are black, its paws are white. And it's just sitting there, nice and pretty, and it looks up at you.
Are you the black market dealer?
Hello?
Hi.
I have cans for sale.
You have cans for sale.
I have cans. Would you like a can?
How much is a can?
It is 1 copper piece. I find them.
Ah.
I will get you a can.
And the cat jumps down from the stool, and you can hear it pawing at like a wood panel before hearing wood slide over. You hear what sounds like a bunch of metal cans falling. And then, kind of looking over, you see this cat walking out from inside of the stall, rolling a can in front of her. Kind of grips it between her front 2 paws and looks up. Does a little hop. does another little hop and falls on her side.
Do you want some help?
I can't get up.
I walk over, I lift her up onto the top.
She lets go of the can. The can falls onto its side and rolls a little bit, but stops on top of the wooden stall. I have a can for sale.
Do you take trades?
Yes,
I have some very nice velvet. Would you like some nice velvet?
I do like velvet.
Bella pulls out one of the strips of velvet. Will this do?
Yes.
Thank you. She takes the can.
The cat sits on the velvet.
Is there anything inside of the can, or is it just an empty can?
It is a tin can. It is filled with something. What exactly, you don't know because the label's been torn off.
Do you know where I can find the black market? The underground?
Yes.
Anything?
Yes.
Where?
Underground.
Where underground?
Yes.
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 If I buy another can, will you tell me where I can find the black market?
Underground.
I know that it's underground. It's literally underground. Is it in the sewers?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. What's in here?
I don't know. I found it in a cupboard.
This fucking little cat is so cute.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Thank you for the velvet.
I was gonna walk off and start heading towards the inn, or not the inn, towards the tavern.
All right. And so you do. And as you're walking towards the tavern, Ketud, you see Nephelia. She seems to be heading towards the door.
I really hoped you wouldn't do something like this, Pose, I swear. Nephelia, excuse me, gentlemen. I gotta take care of my acquaintance real quick. Nephelia, where do you think you're going?
I have to go do the thing. It's the thing.
What thing? Are you talking about taking a shower?
No. The music told me that I needed to do the thing for the gnome god, so that way I can keep my blood.
The gnome god. You mean the gnome that we found down under? No. I think the gnome god actually might be upstairs in your tavern room.
Yes, I need to go do the thing for the guy.
Yes, I don't think that you should be walking out in the city in your current state. I think you should stay in here and go upstairs.
No. Come with me. And haphazardly reaches for your wrist.
No. Ketud will back away slightly and try to lead her in the opposite direction of the front door.
I have to go through the door to go to the place and the thing.
No. You should go upstairs to your tavern room and you should take a sleep.
Why are you always so mean to me? You don't support me and my ideas.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You are so mean to me. You're always so nice to Alastor and Bella. Why are you so mean to me?
Well, I would rather not get into that discussion right now.
Shh. Do you hear that?
No, I don't. What are you hearing?
Yes. I need to go.
She starts heading for the door.
Nope, Nephelia, not that way. Little Ketud is going to grab at her shirt and try to like tug her around.
Don't touch me.
And she slaps at your hand.
0.5 damage taken. 1 point to personal pride. What's Alastor doing? Is Alastor wasted?
Alastor's getting there, but is still coherent.
Alastor, I need your help. Can you help me with Nephelia? Are you sober enough?
Yeah, Alastor, help. I gotta go do the thing.
Alastor's going to just kind of look up at the people calling to him. He's going to down whatever's left in the glass.
Oh god.
He's going to put it down on the bar. He's going to look at the bartender. I'll be back for this. He's
You
gonna
get a-
walk out.
You get a thumbs up.
Fabulous. He's gonna walk out to this scene and just kind of look at Nephelia. What thing?
We gotta do thing for the gnome. We gotta do the thing for the gnome god so that we can keep our blood.
She's not entirely coherent right now, as you can see. I hope that you're coherent enough to see that. Can you help me bring her upstairs?
See the facade of a smile that he normally wears kind of faults her a little bit as he puts his head in his hand.
What? Nephelia, please. Let's just go upstairs and take a load.
Pourquoi?
I'm going, and I think
No.
yes. And like
No.
her hand is like an inch from the doorknob.
Ketud is going to cast Hold Person on Nephelia.
As I recall, that is a
Should be a spell performed under Charisma, because I'm pretty sure as a warlock all my spells are performed under Charisma.
yeah, but that's a specific save for the spell.
Oh, I don't know what the save is. Let me look it up for you.
I want to say it's a charisma save, but I could be wrong.
That'd be a charisma save. Like,
It's saying a Wisdom saving throw.
is it what? Alright.
You choose a humanoid. Target is paralyzed. Must succeed on a saving throw at the end of each and every turn.
Cool. Nephelia, what is your wisdom saving throw? So your wisdom modifier, and are you proficient with wisdom saves?
I am not proficient. My wisdom modifier is 2.
What is your spell save DC?
Let me see if I can tell you. It is 14.
14. As you hold up your hand, a spark of magic leaves your fingertips and strikes Nephelia in the back as she's reaching for the doorknob. She stops and she falls on her side, still in the same position she was in when she was standing.
Alright. Ketud is going to run up behind her and say, I am so sorry that... But
Yeah.
listen, we should get you upstairs, and you need to sleep this off, okay? You're not feeling well right now.
You're always so into.
Ketud is going to call over to the halflings, to the halfling Tarbin. Say, excuse me, good sir, could you please help me bring this one up to her room? She's not feeling very well right now. I feel like the drink that she was served was a bit too strong for her mettle.
Oh yeah, we can help you. Well, I can't personally help you, but I have somebody who can.
he reaches underneath the bar, and he pulls out a bell. You know, the kind that you would see in a on a counter. You know, push bell for service.
Mm-hmm.
He puts it on the bar and he rings it. You hear something coming from the back, a sort of commotion. You hear some pots fall. You hear some water splash. You hear kind of a loud footsteps heading towards the door that's behind the bar. The door opens up, and coming from the other side is this. It has the form of a man, but is made entirely of metal. It is a machine of sorts, a warforged. It's wearing an apron and a little chef's hat.
Bob, do something.
It starts walking forward and heading over towards your now paralyzed companion.
Hello, good sir. Would you please help me in assisting and bringing this one up to her tavern room?
It looks down at Nephelia, reaches down, picks her up, and starts heading upstairs.
Ketud will follow the Warforged upstairs, and then he'll look at Alastor and say, Alastor, not too many more drinks now, okay? I don't want to have to come get you, too.
He just nods.
All right, thank you. Ketud will go upstairs with the Warforged, following Nephelia.
Cool. At the top of the stairs, there's a hallway with some doors either side. A window at the end of the hall that looks out over the harbor. It's a lovely view. The Warforged stops at the top of the stairs, gives you room to go by, as he does not know which room you have booked.
Okay.
You would have been given 4 sets of keys, each one with a number and letter corresponding to one of the doors.
Okay. Through these 4 keys, I will. I'm presuming there's multiple rooms, and I don't want to start fiddling with locks in each room.
Yes.
Is there like a number on any of the keys?
Yes. Each key is marked with a number and a letter that corresponds to a number and a letter on each door.
Okay. I will follow the letter and number for Nephelia's room.
You choose a key at random. It says 4Q.
Okay. Ketud will lead the way to the 4Q room, and he will open the door for the Warforged.
You open the door, the Warforged walks in, places Nephelia's paralyzed body on the bed, pulls the covers over her, and leaves.
Thank you, good sir. If you don't mind, I'm going to sit in here for a while to make sure that she doesn't get into any trouble, alright?
The Warforged stops, turns around and looks at you.
And that's it?
It's staring.
Kid is going to repeat what he said. I'm going to make sure that she's okay in here, alright? Let me know if you guys need anything. And Kitty's going to walk into the room, and he's going to sit on the chair, if there is a chair in there, or against the wall, wherever, and he's just going to sit there with Nephelia until she falls asleep.
Gotcha. It is a nicely furnished room. There's a desk with a chair. There's a little wardrobe. There's a window that looks out over the town.
Okay, cool. Yes, Ketud will sit in there until Nephelia goes to sleep.
This being the first bed Nephelia's laid down in, well, she's not sure how long. It's very comfortable, and it's very easy to drift away in her current state. And Nephelia falls asleep.
Alright, and then I release her from hold person.
And so you do.
Ketud will, I guess, leave the room now, lock the door behind him with the same key, for Q, and he'll go back downstairs to see how Alastor is holding up.
All right, you leave the room. The Warforged is on the immediate opposite side of the door. Backs away now that you have left the room.
Was there something that you needed, good sir?
When a man has someone like that petrified and unable to move, it seems irresponsible to leave them alone.
With all due respect, my good sir, she is no longer petrified. If you would like for me to open the door, you can see. I'll show you that the spell is ended. And unless you want to have me come down that stairs, I mean, by all means. But rest assured, she is perfectly safe now. She's in a deep, beautiful sleep. And I will be keeping her key to make sure that she doesn't get into any more trouble from now on. At least until the morning, whenever that may come in this day and time.
He starts heading back down towards the stairs.
Ketud will be a little bit shaken from that for his own personal reasons, and then he'll go back downstairs as well.
Cool. Alastor, what have you been doing?
Not really heeding the advice of the halfling.
More drink.
Oh no.
I think he's moved from brandy to cognac just because he can.
Constitution.
Good.
Yeah.
What do we do the first day we get free? We get blitzed! Drown our sorrows, problems.
After that amount of trauma, did you expect anything different?
There are quests you guys could be doing.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Trying to get things in the black market.
Yay, I got a 19!
Yeah, you're okay for now.
Says for now.
For now, you're like 5 drinks in. You're down 5 silver. You plan to be down 5 more. Meanwhile, Bella. What's up?
She's heading to the tavern.
All right. You step into the tavern. You have no idea where Bella or Ketud are, but you do see Alastor. He's sitting at the bar. He's got a few empty glasses in front of him, and he is drinking another.
Does Alastor have all of his stuff on him?
Yes.
For the record, it's all in a backpack, and he's not gonna let you get to his back because he don't do that. You don't touch.
Alastor's seen me yet.
Alastor, I don't think is watching the door, so probably not.
Is there back to the door, or is there side to the door?
More their side.
Their side? Bella's gonna move around to Alastor's back.
Give me a stealth.
Oh, no, I'm not doing this stealthily. I'm just moving around to the
Okay.
backside. Yeah.
Cool.
Bella's gonna walk up to Alastor. Gonna tap Alastor.
Something has touched you.
Tap Alastor again.
Something has touched you again. You fear for your life.
Tap Alastor a third time.
Once again, you have been touched. Something is going to kill you.
Ooh, Alastor. It's the ghost of your dead mom.
Alastor's not that drunk. He's going to turn around and he's just going to be kind of giggling as he says, "Hi, Bella."
I have a can.
Can of what?
A can.
Why?
They sold me a can.
Who sold you a can?
They did.
How much did you pay for the can?
A strip of red velvet for a can. They're now sitting on the strip of red velvet.
They?
Yes.
But why?
Because because I found out where I needed to go and where I needed to be from them. She's still very much just holding the can out in front of her.
Would you like to open this can?
No, I don't think I will. You want to know what's inside the can? She shakes it slightly.
It's kind of a sloshing sound.
It sounds like food.
Mm-hmm. She puts away the can. So, I found out where I needed to go. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Having a great time.
Bella looks over at the line of glasses. You know, there's probably a better way to deal with this than drinking.
Deal with what?
You know.
I
didn't peg you for an addict, Alastor.
I'm not. I'm having a good time.
Your habits say otherwise.
Seamus, where was it that you said that Alastor was from again? In your universe?
There's a series of islands down towards the south, in the ocean. It's a very swampy area. It's kind of built up. There are a couple of plantations. It's kind of the cities are a bit of a higher society kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The name of that place escapes me, and it's somewhere buried in my notes. Please don't make me look.
I'm not gonna make you look, because I respect you. And besides, I can't do anything but respect you. You're my boss. Anyways, moving on. You're gonna hear Alastor's very prim and proper accent switch to a very thick southern, very Louisiana style accent, and he's going to start explaining back home in the swamps and around everybody else. You just drank. That's just how you pass the time, because there's not much else to do other than hunting.
Bella's accent switches to a very northern, very thick accent, which is kind of surprising due to her small stature. You've never seen an Ursine drink before, have ya?
No. I grew up with humans.
They drink like bears.
I don't know whether that's a bad time, a good time, or a terrifying time.
He drunk a dragon under the table.
That's terrifying.
Yes. You have a problem. I'm here to let you know I'm going to head out. And oh, I found work.
You found work?
Yes, if you're interested.
Sure.
We would be leaving at dawn. We would be going on a ship. It would be like a fishing trip, as it were, up towards the dam. Apparently, there's a dam nearby. There's this sailor, and I talked to him. He helped point me in the right direction of where I needed to go to get some advice on where to go, and then as well, he offered me a job and a job for anybody who was willing. 500 gold pieces.
That's good money. What's the job though?
Like I said, fishing. It's dangerous work, obviously, because being out on a boat is dangerous work. But most genuine smile she can muster.
Oh yeah, I hear
any
fishing
way-
is very dangerous.
Is there any way Alastor can just make sure she's not lying?
Insight
Wait.
check.
Oh, I'm not lying. It is
You're
technically a fishing trip.
Is Prism back?
Yeah, Prism walked up on the conversation.
Fishing.
Oh, Prism's here.
Yeah, he commented on fishing being a dangerous work.
Yeah.
He's got a sandwich.
Do I know you? Oh wait, you're that halfling from earlier.
I'm a gnome.
You all look the same to me.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, that was offensive. But you
Hey.
do.
I don't know nothing. I can't tell that Bella's lying at all. I got a 4.
No. Fishing. Sounds easy. 500 gold pieces for fishing? Heck yeah.
You are a little bit inebriated. It's just a little buzzed.
A little bit. Sad that there's not a dedicated sense motive in D&D. Anyways.
Bella's going to go. I know I shouldn't ask you this.
Oh, you can ask me anything.
Not you.
Oh.
I'm talking to Alastor.
Oh, okay.
Can I have like 5 gold pieces? They stole all my money. Not the cat or the sailor. The people who cast the spell on us and like sent us here.
Oh, that's awful. I'll go get the guards.
I don't think they're not in the Feywilds. I don't think.
Oh, then the guards wouldn't be much help.
Yeah. We got here by chance. We managed to find a teleporter in a giant in a castle in the forest.
Well, that seems oddly strange.
Yeah. But we get around.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, while they're just kind of chit-chatting away, Alastor's digging in his pocket and pulling out 5 gold pieces. He just kind of...
We'll say it's a finder's fee for finding work.
Oh, if you guys need work, I have work to give.
How much you paying?
Well, that depends if you take the job or not, because if you don't take the job, I'm not paying you anything because you wouldn't have done the work.
Well, how much would you pay us if we did the job?
Well, that depends on how well of a job you do, because if you break everything, then I'm not paying you anything because you would have broken all of my
Well,
stuff.
what if we did the job really good? How much would you pay us?
I mean, if you did the job really good, it still depends, because what if you hurt somebody along the way? You know, if you kill somebody in town while you're working for me, I can't rightfully pay you.
Can you pay us better than 500 gold?
No, the kind of work that I'm offering isn't worth 500 gold.
Okay.
It's something you can do later then. If I'm still in town. I might not be here.
If you're still in town. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that I'm heading to the docks tomorrow morning. I don't know about my compatriots. They can do whatever they want. But, I've always had this dream since I was a little kitten of being on the high seas and going fishing because I like fish.
Oh yeah, fish are pretty nice. You know, they sell fish over there in the plaza. I think they also have a pretty good fish dish here. Pretty sure it's salmon.
Alastor hands her the 5 gold.
Thanks.
He's just going to give her the most genuine smile that she's ever seen out of him, because most of the time it's not. and he's going to just kind of reach over and pat the middle of her head.
Consider it an investment. Or a finder's fee, either or.
Whatever suits you.
She pockets the gold.
He retrieves the glass that still has like a couple of drops in it. He's going to take those last couple of drops and he's going to look over to what's her face's name. I'm bad with names. Really bad with names. Help me, Seamus.
No, you got to RP. You don't know their name now.
You don't remember.
Yeah.
I have really bad memory. Help me, please.
You remember the name Schnog.
He's gonna just another one, and that's it. It's nothing else.
I have a question for Alastor. When's the last time you ate?
Ate food?
Yeah.
A while ago.
Cool. Give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. Because as I'm sure you're aware, how much food is in your stomach affects how quickly alcohol affects you.
Oh yeah, I know.
Jameson really wants to take over Alastor.
I didn't tell them to drink.
I know, but you do. I can see it in your face.
I didn't tell them to continue drinking, and I didn't tell them not to eat.
Bella's going to go over to one of the...
Yeah, your character's mine.
Bella's going to go
God
over
damn it.
to one of the gambling tables and sit kind of... She's not going to bet anything. She's just going to watch people play cards as she pseudo watches Alastor.
Cool.
Because shenanigans.
Yeah. There are a couple of tables where people are playing cards, but nobody's betting money here.
Okay.
These are legitimately friendly games. You watch as Alastor demands another drink. Drinks it in a single go. Slams the glass on the bar. Gets up. And promptly starts walking towards the door.
Alastor, where are you going?
I have there's something I need to take care of. Just keep an eye on Nephelia. She's dead.
Uh-huh. Bella's going to follow Alastor.
You're also dead.
Yes, I am.
Alastor leaves the establishment.
Still following.
I think after the door closes, Ketud, you come downstairs.
Yeah, I just come downstairs and I have the keys and I'm like, Alastor, do you want your key? Okay, then. Ketu is going to contemplate on what he should do because he has someone upstairs completely incapacitated, and he's going to hope that he's going to think Alastor is incapacitated. He's going to think that, you know, maybe Alastor just walked off to use the restroom or something like that, or maybe they wanted to take a bath. He's not going to follow because he doesn't want to split the party to the point where no one knows where anyone is.
Cool.
So he's going to just nod. He's going to be like, okay. Instead, it probably should be about dinner time, I reckon. What's is are the two halflings, Kelda and Tarbin, are they serving dinner yet? And the Warforged.
As a matter of fact, they are. You can smell it. It smells like something's getting fried. You don't know what it is, but something's being fried. You watch as they start coming out with these large plates of food. It looks... You still don't know what it is. It's something fried, covered with gravy. There's sausage mixed into the gravy. It looks like there's a side of corn. There's some fish on the side. It looks to be salmon. It's got that good color to it.
Okay.
And these are just starting to be placed at all the tables.
Cool. Ketu will take a seat at the bar, and then he will he's going to wave over Kelda real fast and ask her a question, if he may.
She comes over, puts a plate in front of you. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Hello, Kelda. I wanted to have a small question. Is there anybody in this town or even in this bar that you know of that has any capabilities of identifying magical properties on items? Such as the staff I came across, or this lovely cloak that I happened upon during my travels to this beautiful little town. I was informed that these items have some kind of, or they may at least have some sort of magical properties with them. At least I can feel it. I can feel some sort of magical property humming from them. I just don't have it in my arsenal to deter as to what it may be.
Oh, well, Schnog and Glop, they're probably your best bet. They run the magic shop just down the way. Perhaps Mebs and Sally could help you. They run the tailor shop, Wool's Wonders.
Okay. And where might those be? Are those anywhere in the near vicinity of the plaza?
Actually, yeah, both of those shops are right here on the plaza. You can find Schnog and Glop Sparkles. It's just next to Cheese. And then immediately across the way from us, if you just head to the opposite side of the plaza, that's where you'll find Wool Wonders.
Excellent. That's very nice. So between you and me, the Warforged, I guess, that the lovely gentleman that you have in the kitchen as well. My friend up there, her name is Nephelia. She's a bit incapacitated right now. She's asleep.
Oh yes, we saw.
Indeed. How safe is this lovely tavern you have here? Would she be safe if I go ahead and check out these stores momentarily and then...
Well, of course she'd be safe. What kind of establishment do you think we're running here?
I don't know. I mean, this is my first time being to the town. I don't know if there's like any, criminal activities that go on beneath the streets.
Oh.
It seems that most towns these days are taken by some amount of force.
Boulder Dash. I've never once heard of any criminal activity here, save for the occasional pickpocketing, but nothing serious.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, I will take this. I will take some of this delicious food, and I'll be right back. Probably about 30 minutes. All right.
Okay, you be safe out there.
Thank you very much. Also, can I give you 2 of these keys so that way if you see those other gentlemen, a small tabaxi girl and a tall human sorcerer, if you can give them these keys?
Oh, they just left.
Oh, where'd they go?
I have no idea.
Ah, well, I hope that they're perfectly fine. Thank you very much, and I will be back later.
All right, good luck.
Ketud is going to walk out the front door and assess how far away these 2 shops are.
Immediately across the plaza, you can see Wool Wonders. It's hard to see the sign from this angle, but it's the shop immediately across from you, so you assume that is the one that she meant.
Okay.
You look for Schnalgenglog's Sparkles, the magic shop. She said it was right next to Cheese. What does that mean? Well, as it turns out, you see quite quickly a shop who has a sign that it's an iron statue suspended in air by chains attached to the building of a slice of cheese. You gather that that's probably cheese.
Interesting. Presuming that these shops look open, Ketud will first, go to the Wool's Wonders and enter if there's anything in there.
All right. The shop appears to be open, and you step inside. A bell rings. Within the building, there's a door on the opposite wall from the one you've entered. And there is a note on the floor in the center of this room. This room is 10 feet by 10 feet.
Okay. What does the note say?
You walk over to the note, and this room is otherwise empty. Heading over towards the note, you pick it up and take a look, and it reads, "Hello and welcome to Wool's Wonder. This is a tailor shop. We pride ourselves in quality work. Please, on the back of this slip, write down what it is you should like made, and as well as your dimensions. Or if you should need your dimensions taken, write that down as well, and we will get to work on your garment."
Ketud will shrug and unfortunately realize that this is not what he's looking for, and he'll go ahead and put the note back on the ground and exit the building.
Cool. As you set the note down, you see something move in the corner of your eye.
Ketud sees it, doesn't take it for anything, continues walking out the front door.
Okay. And so you leave Wool Wonders.
Ketud will go to where the giant cheese statue is, the iron statue that's hanging across on the building itself, and he will try to look for Schnalls and Glops sparkles.
It's very easy to find this iron cheese statue. It's got a shop window, this building, and looking inside, you can see a display of exotic cheeses. Looks very fine. You're not sure it would smell too pleasant within, but you know where to go to get some cheese now.
Ketud ate some lichen. It can't be that far off from how it tastes for him, probably.
Yeah. Immediately next door, you see a sign attached to a building. It is a crude carving. It appears to be a face of sorts. 2, maybe? And it looks like there's a stick and some X's coming out of the stick.
Okay. Looking through the window, what does Ketud see?
Looking through the shop window, there's a display of some things for sale. It's hard to say exactly what they are, or rather what they do. One of them appears to be a statue. There's a cloak. It seems to be made out of some sort of silk. You can see a small wooden box.
Interesting. Ketud will tentatively enter the shop.
You enter the shop, and a bell rings. There's a counter to your left. There are a couple of stands with items on them throughout this one-room shop. Behind the counter, you see two goblins. They are very, very nicely dressed. Their hair is combed and well taken care of. And they appear to be clean.
All right. Ketud will walk up to them and say, "Good evening. Are you Schnall and Glops?"
Yes, I am Schnaug, the goblin. It is good to meet you. I deal in magical wares and the like. Yes, and I am Glog. I am goblin. I not so good at common, but learn. Deal in magic.
You seem to be very well acquainted with the language common. I'm impressed that you're able to keep up such a good fluency in conversation. I have a quick question, if you don't mind answering. I happened upon 2 magical items on my travels, and I wanted to get them assessed. I am not particularly well, I guess you could say, well acquainted with identifying what kind of magical properties items may have. Do you gentlemen have any ideas of how to identify a magical property of an item?
Yes, I know a spell that can help. Give me a moment and I will find it.
And he hops down off of his stool. Heads kind of further down the counter.
Okay.
Opens a drawer. Comes back over. Gets up. And he's got a book in his hand. Starts flipping through the pages.
Yes, this is the spell. I can learn the properties of magical items.
Do you think you could do it twice? I have 2 items that I would like to inquire about.
This is an expensive process.
What are we talking about?
It would cost you 5 gold apiece.
That is quite a lot amount of money for a spell. Well, in good faith, let us see how well you can perform for the first one, and then if it works, then I'll be willing to pay for the second one as well. Ketud will take out 5 gold pieces and place them on the table, and then he will say, "Do you think you can identify what this staff does, this quarterstaff in my hands?"
Yes, I can learn it. It will take 10 minutes.
All right, by all means, yes. Do you need to? Are you good to perform it here? Can you, or do you need to do it somewhere?
Give.
Ketud will place
Give.
the staff onto the quarterstaff onto the counter.
Schnog starts looking over the staff and places his hands on it. His eyes start to flash with a blue glow. The blue glow turns white and then red. And Schnog screams. And the counter on which this staff rests catches fire.
What you do to Snog? What you do to Snog?
I don't know. I didn't do anything intentionally. I just wanted to know what the staff does.
Out of my shop!
Well, let me take the staff then and get it out of your shop. Ketud will reach for the staff. Does the staff, or through the fire, does the staff burn me at all, or?
The staff is cool to the touch.
Is there any water anywhere that I can try to, like, bring into the shop for them to help out?
Schnog is screaming at you to get out of his shop.
Ketud will hastily get out of his shop as intended. And I presume nothing happens and I run out of the shop.
Yes, you do leave the shop.
All right. Ketud is a little bit confused and quite worried now that his staff did something that he has no idea what just happened. So Ketud, I guess, will go back to the tavern. I'm sure it's been, he said 10 minutes, so I'm sure there's been about 20 minutes in between all that.
That happened within the first minute.
Really? Oh, lordy. All right, well, he'll go back into the tavern regardless, and he'll go back upstairs to where Nephelia was. He'll unlock the door using Nephelia's key, and then he will drop the key on the ground, memorize where the lock is, close the door, then use Mage Hand through the door. I think I can use Mage Hand at the door, right?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Use Mage Hand through the door to pick up the key and to lock the door. That way the key is on Nephelia's side.
Cool.
Impressive, sir.
When I was in there, she was fine, right? She wasn't
Yeah.
was crazy happening.
She
She's still
is
up.
asleep.
Okay. Ketud will take his own key out, his last remaining key. What's the number on that one?
Q3 or 3Q.
3Q, excellent. He will go into his room, and then he will he'll start, I guess. I almost said a different word. He will start doing a ritual. Like he'll start, like, I guess not praying, but he'll start doing what he has to do to try to get into communication with the staff in front of him.
All right.
He's gonna break. He has a dagger currently on. He currently has a dagger that's like in his blade pack right now. He's going to disable that, which takes an hour, and then he's going to make his quarterstaff into a pack weapon. That makes sense.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That'll take 2 hours on his part, and he will be praying in the meantime and trying to figure out what's going on with the staff.
All right.
Real quick question about that, Seamuson. Does that take up an attunement slot when you are making a packed weapon?
I don't believe so. I'll have to check the subclass again, but I don't think so.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because it's probably it just created fire, so it is technically a magical weapon. But I was just checking to make sure that I didn't have to attune to my, dagger.
Yeah, no, you do not. The weapons you guys got, you do not have to attune to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's called incentive for you guys to use them.
Shit. I gotta figure out what these things do, though. I don't know what my cloak does. I don't know what my quarterstaff does. I hope like doing this ritual will like give me some insight as I figure out what this quarterstaff does. But if not, then at least he'll have it on command and bring it whenever.
Yeah.
Besides that, Ketu will probably be going to sleep after that.
All right. Meanwhile, out in the streets, Alastor and Bella. Bella, where did you get that can? I want one.
Oh, there's a little shop over here. Come on.
I would like a can.
Bella leads Alastor over to the little shop where the cat was.
Excuse me. There's no one here.
My friend wants a can.
A cat head kind of peers up, its paws just barely reaching the counter from the stool. It's like a 5-year-old looking over the counter at McDonald's, just trying to see.
Great.
I can get a can.
How much for a can?
1 coin.
1 coin.
One
What kind of?
coin. Yes.
Yes.
A
Would you take another?
shiny one.
Would you take another piece of velvet?
Yes.
Bella hands the cat the piece of velvet. Or second piece of velvet.
She reaches, but she can't reach over the stall.
Bella walks over to the other side of the stall, lifts the cat up, puts them on the stall, puts the piece of velvet down. Can I go and get the can?
No, those are my cans.
Okay. Bella takes the cat down, puts them on the ground. Can you get my friend a can?
Yes.
And she goes under the stall. You hear cans starting to roll. You hear what sounds like a large pile fall.
You okay?
Yes.
And then you hear a single can starting to roll. And then she comes out with a can. There is no label.
Okay. Bella proceeds to take the can, put it on the counter, take the cat, put them on the counter, walks over to the other side of the counter. Thank you. Takes the can and hands it to Alastor.
Thank you for the can. It's shiny. I will name my can Shine.
Oh.
Sorry, what was that?
What are you gonna do with Shine now that you have him?
I don't know. I might eat him.
Alastor, would you like another can?
No. Just one.
Just the one?
Yes. Thank
But
you.
what if-
Thank
but you
you, my feline friend, as Alastor is looking at the cat on the stall. For
But
the can.
But Alastor, you could have two, and you could eat one, and then would have a second one
I could.
that wasn't eaten yet.
I could, but then I'd have to carry it, and I only want to carry one.
But you have a backpack.
What is your name, small feline friend?
I'm Miss Beans.
I love it so much. I love it so much, Post.
That is a recurring character that has been in every one of my games.
This
Thank you,
pleases me.
Beans. Do you want me to address you as Miss or as Beans?
It is Miss Beans.
It's Miss Beans.
It says it on my collar.
I'm gonna look at her collar.
It is a red collar. It's tied in a bow, and it's got a silver tag. It says Miss Beans.
Does it have an address or a house number on it?
As a matter of fact, it does not.
Okay. It's a very nice collar, Miss Beans.
Thank you.
Do you know where I can get a collar like that?
No.
Where'd you get your collar?
It was given to me.
Okay.
She was very nice.
Okay. Alastor, did you get what you needed?
Yeah.
What do you want to do now, Alastor?
I'm going running. Alastor starts running.
Bella keeps up with her.
And as Alastor and Bella start running in a random direction in this port town, that is where we will begin 1 week from today.
Just them running off into the distance.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed our continuing story of our forsaken heroes. Until next week, I wish you all the very best. And if you're truly out there, good luck. Say goodnight, everybody.
Night.